Hi. So I'm going to go over 5 ways to marry the wrong person. 1. You marry them with the expectation that they're going to change. Now the truth is, they actually get worse with time. Believe it or not, people get more stubborn. It doesn't get better. So you need to love the person that you're with exactly the way they are now. If you're imagining that when you get married it'll be different, or that they'll be better, or they'll treat you better, or they'll do nicer things, no, don't do that. If you're truly not in love with this person, the way they are right now, if you don't look at them from across the room and say, I accept you for everything that you are and I'm okay with it, then you probably shouldn't marry them. They're only going to get worse. So remember that, okay? Things only get exacerbated after marriage. 2, you pick the wrong person because you base everything on chemistry instead of character. So a lot of people fall in love for lust. They fall in love because they're like, oh, sparks were flying, I got butterflies in my stomach, wow. And then it fizzles off and dies, or they stop being attractive. So make sure you fall in love with the person's character, how they treat other people, how do they treat you, how do they treat your family. Make sure that you guys have something in common, and that in the long term that you'll be able to have intellectual conversation with them, because that's what's really going to stimulate your marriage after you guys are married. After the first couple of years, where a lot of people get that 7-year itch, that's when you're going to look at your partner and say, you know what, I've never met anybody that stimulates my mind, my soul, and you can say my body, the way that you do. So I'm going to stick with you. So make sure it's a lot more than just chemistry, because chemistry fades, and when it's gone, you're going to have to be with that person for the rest of your life if you're one of those, or for as long as you can handle it. 3, you want to make sure you choose somebody that has the same common life goals and goals. A lot of times people, if you talk to them, you're like, what happened? They say, oh, we grew apart. Well, you know why you grew apart? Because you didn't have the same goals. You didn't have the same values and principles. Because if you guys are working towards a common goal together, if you know what you want to achieve as a couple, then you'll always be there on the same page. You'll always have each other's back. You'll always be there to remind each other, well, this is what we're working towards. But if your career is this way and his career is that way, it does work on some occasions, but in most occasions it does lead to divorce, because you're hanging out, when you go to work, you're hanging out with other people that have your attention. And when he goes to work, he's hanging out with other people that has his attention. So you guys aren't able to give each other the attention that you need from each other. You're getting it from other people, so you tend to probably either get divorced or cheat or things like that. This isn't always the situation, but this is the common factor that we're talking about here. So we want to make sure that you and your partner have a common goal, perhaps even have a common business together, so that you guys can work towards the goal together and help uplift, encourage, and have each other's back. Always support each other in your dreams, because that's going to help you move forward. Number 4. You definitely pick the wrong person when you choose someone that you're not emotionally safe with. Now this one I'm going to have to read because I don't have this problem. So you want to ask yourself, do you feel calm and peaceful around them? Are you okay with that comfortable silence? Can you fully be yourself with the person? Are you hiding parts of yourself because this person doesn't allow you to be yourself? That means that you're not emotionally safe with them. If you feel any of these feelings of like, oh, I can't tell them, and I have to keep this a secret, and they can't know that about me, then you're probably with the wrong person. You should be 100% open and safe and feel at ease. The two of you should actually be each other's rocks. You should be each other's therapy, or the moment that you're near each other, it should be like, oh, everything's okay now. You know, it shouldn't be like, oh God, here they are. Oh, they're in the room again. You know, that's not a good situation. So make sure that when you do decide to get married, that the person that you're with makes you feel at ease, makes you feel peace, and makes you feel calm. And the last one is, you pick the wrong person to escape your problems and unhappiness. You really believe that this person is going to solve all of your problems. But the truth is, if you have problems, they're going to be there when you get married. Nobody is your therapist or your savior or your knight in shining armor. You need to fix yourself. And if you can learn what your flaws are and work on them yourself, and fix them. Not only is your partner going to appreciate and love you for being that person, and you're going to be an amazing parent, but they're going to love you for who you are. Thinking that somebody's going to change your marriage, which kind of goes to number one again, that things are going to be different, but this is more about like that they're going to help everything, whether it's finances, whether it's your emotional stability, whether it's your lack of feeling loved, whether it's your daddy issues, whether it's your rejection issues, commitment issues. Those are things you need to deal with before you get married. Your partner will appreciate you so much more when you do, and you'll realize that you don't want to bring that baggage into the relationship. When both of you are bringing a lot of baggage into a relationship, it's not really going to succeed or move forward, because you guys are constantly going to be pulling that baggage up and out. And just make sure that you're fixing yourself, or you're in the process of fixing yourself before you get married, and that your partner is aware of any issues that you might have, so that they know what they're getting into as well. So hopefully this helped you guys out. I'm just going to go over the 5 steps again, and again I'm going to put this under the video. 1, you pick the wrong person because you think that they're going to change after you get married. 2, you pick the wrong person because you focus more on chemistry than character. 3, you pick the wrong person because you do not share common life goals and priorities. 4, you pick the wrong person because you don't feel emotionally safe with them. And 5, you pick the wrong person because you're trying to use a relationship to escape from personal problems and unhappiness. Hopefully this helped a couple of people. I know when I first read this, I was like, wow. I mean, these are things that you already know, but when somebody puts it there, you kind of look at all your past relationships and you're like, no wonder that one didn't work. So hopefully that you guys see that as well. Take care. Love you guys. And mwah, have a good day.